Hello, everybody. Welcome to the City Skylines 7th anniversary stream. I'm your host, Maddie, and I'm joined by
Sam or Avanya, and I'm the community manager at Colossal Order.
Yes, it's been 7 years, and it doesn't feel like it. It feels like yesterday. What are we gonna do for the next 7 years? What's gonna happen?
More chirpers?
More chirpers, more hats.
Yeah, more hats.
Yes. Today we're not gonna announce anything new. Just saying that right now, so that we don't get ahead of ourselves. We're not announcing anything new today, but we are gonna go in depth with some of the new things that have been announced, like in the past couple months. So this couple month. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're gonna talk about the anniversary update that happened today. If you haven't read the patch notes, you can find those on the forum and see all the new things. We are gonna look at them as well, so you don't have to worry. We're gonna talk about the past. We're gonna reminisce, see if we know what thing came from what DLC, because the 2.5-page document that you have that lists all of them should be interesting to take a peek at. We are gonna build a little bit, show off the new things, but we are also gonna talk about Cities VR and Cities on Stadia as well. So we have somebody here from Fast Travel Games. They're gonna come in, and we're actually gonna show live gameplay of the VR. So that's gonna be super, super cool. And we're also going to play a little bit on Stadia. For all of you people that want to play Cities on mobile, you can now do that via Stadia, and it's going to be super cool. Exactly. Thank you. All right. Yes. Let me just awkwardly pull this table out. Oh shit. Oh god. It is awkward. Totally on purpose. Okay, cool. So we are gonna play a little bit. I hate having a live audience. I don't like looking at people looking at me being weird. We are gonna actually plop all of the new cool things. Sam, what's in the free update?
There are chirper balloon, giant chirper hot air balloon tours that we're gonna have a look at. They're in the update that came out this morning for everyone that owns the game on Steam and Epic. And yeah, do you know where to find them?
Yes, I mean I used Find It because I'm lazy, but we should find it the real way. We should find it the real way.
They're found in parks in the category called Other Parks, which is like the third one of them. So you can find it there and just place it in your city to spawn any of the giant chirper balloons.
Oh gosh, where do I place it? Oh yeah, this is the save that we were made. Oh gosh, I gotta read their name right because it's not in English. The Construder, or O Construder BB on Instagram. A Brazilian creator created this for us, and it looks really cute. All right, but I think I'm gonna have to build like a road here just to show it off. Let me just do that real quick.
I mean, it's probably gonna float far somewhere random.
Yeah, but like when it's I did plop it like not that long ago, and just watching it spawn in the beginning was just the cutest thing.
I love it. I think I've spammed them so much just to like look at them float all over the city.
Do I place more than one is the question.
Well, I mean, today is the anniversary, so we get as many balloons as the game turns years old. So you're gonna get 7 today for each building. So maybe we don't need 10.
I will place 4. All right. Look at him go. All right. So so it spawned 7 this year, but next year potentially it'll spawn 8, right?
Yep.
Oh my.
And it will continue to spawn as many as the game is old until it reaches like some upper limit. But I mean, we're probably gonna run out of like hardware that can run the game before it reaches like the game limits.
I'm so excited to spawn like 10 of these parks in like 50 years. That's gonna be the best. All right. I also
you will probably crash your game at that point if it can run at all. But
in 50 years, I have like a NASA computer. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but it would probably maybe not support the version of Unity that the game is made in.
I should have not spawned 4 of these.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
But yeah, celebrate 7 years with us in all of our balloons.
They do. I think they do spread out a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. They're like turning around and look in different directions. I see. Now I just want modding capabilities for people to like make the chirpies, but like, with the hats, you know, like you can. I really want the Einstein chirpy balloon. I think that would be so cute.
That one is. It is so awesome, and the hotly debated one with the beard.
Yes!
Should it be below the beak or above the beak?
I feel like, can we get a poll in chat? Do we have that prepped? Can I get a shake or a nod from the control room? It's a shrug, whatever. If there's a mod in chat, they can do it. Let's do a poll. Should the chirpy beard be above or below the beak? This is a highly contended issue, and I feel like we should actually have this settled. We should have it, like, established what is the right thing to do. That'll pop up eventually if it pops up real fancy. Okay, but look at all these balloons! Oh, they're so cute. Alright.
I mean, there's no way your citizens are not gonna notice that it's a special day. Like,
yeah.
There's just, like, the sky just darkened from giant chirper balloons.
They do create more of a cloud cover than actual clouds, so that'll be great. All right, well, oh, that looks cute. That looks so adorable. But yeah, there's also new chirper hats. What else is there? Oh yeah, the chirper chirps. So you should, if you have that turned off, like somebody. Because, you know, he takes up space. But you should totally, like, change your chirper to the little hat one! That's right here. Which
It's so beautiful.
He's so cute! I, too, want to wear, like this is the hat that we should be wearing, right?
I think maybe that requires a little more balance than, I don't know, maybe I have at least. I don't know about you. I mean, you work, like, I've seen you with the crown that's too big, so maybe you could pull it off.
I'll sit super still, and I need live candles. If they're not real, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I don't want to be a part of it. Oh, I should have bought a cake. Somebody in chat just said that I should have a cake.
Yeah. But then Jack would be encouraging you to put it on your head now, so...
I would not be against it. Would I try? Do I care if there's like cream on this carpet for months? No. I'd still do it. I'd still do it. All right. Yes. Oh, is there anything else that I missed? What did I do anything? Oh yeah, the balloon tours building. Or that is this building.
That's this one, yeah.
Oh, let me take a peek of it. It's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks, is it on purpose that it looks like an ice cream cone?
I think the idea is like a nest.
Oh, yes! That makes much more sense. Maybe, I was like, oh, they look like scoops of ice cream. But my gosh, yes, obviously. Obviously they're a nest. Oh,
Are you a little hungry, maybe?
No. Maybe. Always. Oh, these are cute. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I wanna see if anybody can hit like the agent limit, or like, are they counted as vehicles or agents?
Oh, I think they're vehicles.
They should be, right?
Yeah.
I want to see somebody spawn like 500 of these, and we can get 16,000 balloons in the sky.
Just have like an entire sky just blue of chirpers.
I want that to be the top voted post on Reddit. Get to it, chat. Get to it. Get to it.
I mean, today is the best day to do it, because tomorrow you're gonna have to place a lot more buildings.
Very true. It's 7 times a bonus if you do it today. But yeah, so this is the 7. So I have a bunch of questions prepped. If chat, if you have any questions to ask, we can ask those. But while I do that, I was like, how can I improve on this? And also, how can I make it way more complicated for myself while I'm also trying to do a different thing at the same time? So my idea was to try to write 7 years. I should have chosen a different word because that's many letters. But I'm going to try to write a word whilst we're answering questions. We shall see how it goes. Okay, yes. All right. We will totally publish or promote this map after the stream. I can see a couple people asking about it, but you can. We will make sure that you know where to download it from. But yeah, let's start with the first question. Sam, when did you start playing Cities? When did you start?
Almost 7 years ago. I didn't start playing at launch, so it's like a couple of weeks more before my personal anniversary.
Yeah.
With City Skylines, but it was fairly quickly after I came across it and was like, "Ooh, this looks interesting. I want to have a little look at that." And then I lost like an entire night. Suddenly the sun was coming up, and I had not stopped playing City Skylines. So
I don't think you're alone in that in that experience for sure, because I don't remember like the specific day when I started playing. I just remember that a couple like nights later, I was looking at, like, I had a pretty busy wallpaper at the time, like it had a lot of pattern, but I just remember looking at it and seeing cars move, like along all of the bendy, like, sort of flower stems or whatever the fuck that wallpaper was, but just having it, like, I was hallucinating City Skylines at that point. It was bad. It was bad. But yeah, that was 100 hours, just 24 hours, just straight for a couple days. Okay, maybe not that bad, but it was a lot.
yeah, it was really hard putting down. Like, I mean, I'm still playing after 7 years. It's not like I've successfully put it down.
Is it an addiction? It's not an addiction until you admit that you are addicted.
I mean, it's not a problem. I don't get surprised by sunrise anymore, so.
You've just gotten used to your own addiction. Is that what it is? Oh, this is turning out horrible. I love it. Okay, that's an S, twice the size of the R. Okay, I'm starting at the end and working my way backwards. Yeah.
I mean,
has Cities been the only game that you like, the city builder management sort of game that you played before, or was it like the first game that introduced you to the genre?
No, I've definitely played the before. Like, I think I played the very first SimCity very briefly, but I didn't have the game. It was like at a friend. But then I got really caught up in like the ancient city builders, like the Caesar and Pharaoh and Zeus.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I spent hours in those, and I also got caught up in playing the original Zoo Tycoon, which is also like the management game genre. That also stole a bunch of nights of my life. But I hadn't really played them in a long time. Like, I was planning to go back to like the city building genre in 2013, with the new SimCity, and didn't really get caught up in that. So when City Skylines came out, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll give that a try, see what that is. But my expectations weren't like super high for it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching the first trailer for City Skylines while I was playing SimCity, because I was pretty big into SimCity 13, I would say. Like, I played that game a lot. And my brother was like, "Oh, I see you've been nerding the shit out of this game. How about this one? Do you want to play this one too?" And I've never stopped thanking him for that one. Thanks for sending me that link. But I remember seeing it and just being like, yes, another one. Give it.
Yeah, I just came like randomly across it on YouTube. It was like someone like doing like other channels, and they had like some SimCity 2013 videos, and I was like, if you like that game, maybe this would interest you. It's like, you have caught my attention.
You have tickled all of the fun game nerves.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Oh, does chat have any questions? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, so many things to do. I have a question for Avanya. Have you played? Oh, never mind. It's literally the same question I just read. God dang it. You gotta have new and inventive ideas, chat. You can't steal my questions that I already asked. That's not how this works. Yeah. Oh, how have you enjoyed the development of the game? Like, how have you enjoyed like the progression and like all of the additions that have been added so far?
I mean, it's been super awesome as a player. It's always been like, you know, new stuff.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, there's of course like DLCs I've been more excited about than others. But I think all of them I've been pretty much like wanted them or gotten them like right off the bat because new content, new stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's good that there are so many like different DLCs so that even if you don't like you don't have to like every single one to like there's always something that you'll like.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
all so
I like that you can pick and choose as well. I mean, if I wasn't so addicted to the game and just needed all of them.
Yes, yes.
But like I and it's generally like the advice that I've also like given as a player is like figure out what it is you like about the game and then like pick the DLCs that tickle your fancy and then that like touch on the content you enjoy, because if you don't like placing down trees and making pretty areas, maybe park life isn't your thing, but if you really like mass transit, then mass transit is the DLC. If you like industry like I do, then that DLC is
It's all in what you want to play.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but we're gonna have a bunch of European suburbia coming up. Speaking of good DLCs, speaking of good stuff. You should. Do you want to sell it a little bit?
I mean, I can do that.
Yeah,
I always feel awkward about it, but yeah, I made that DLC. Of the European low density buildings. So we can have that, and it came out a long time ago, and it was like super fun to work on, and I've just loved seeing everyone that's been using them in their screenshots or the cities. So yeah, it's very cool. I like it.
It is. So, how long has it been? Like when?
It came out with Green Cities, so it's what, like?
It's been so long.
4 years.
Yeah.
4,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
it feels both so much longer and like also like it feels like yesterday too at the same time.
Yeah.
So
it was
weird.
it was 17 it came out because I got married that year. I really should remember.
What's more important, your wedding anniversary or the DLC? Your own
DLC.
yeah, exactly. The content creator pack, all day, every day. All right.
Oh no, that was a terrible combination. I was like working on it and delivered it like 2 weeks before my wedding. Don't do that ever.
I can only imagine. I can't read that. Move it to the other side, please. They're putting stuff on my screen, but I can't read them. Thank you. All right. What? I just now noticed that these are floating. This is fine. When you mod your game, you never know what'll happen.
Then interesting things like that happens.
Hey, we're finding new cool things. Oh goodness. All right, let's let this spawn. Hopefully it works. Does it work? Okay, we'll find out. I don't know. All right, so now we have that. All right, next question. Oh, jeez. Oh, has there been any? I don't see any questions. Okay, whatever. Oh, yeah, favorite Chirper costume. Sir TT, favorite Chirper costume. What's your favorite one? What's your favorite hat? I mean, we already talked about Einstein a little.
Yeah.
But is it your favorite?
I really love the cake one that just came out. But it might also be because it's new and I've been looking at it a bunch and excited for everyone to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, what else? Which ones do I usually? Oh, the pilot one is super cool. I really love that one.
I think I'm gonna go for a classic and say like just the normal Chirpy, but with the flower headband.
Oh yeah, that one is also great.
So cute, and like it's one of the only ones like that we made plushies out of. So I have one of those at home, and it's so
Ah.
cute. Might be because like I've just had it for so long. Like I usually don't change my Chirper icon, and it usually just stays as that one. But the Einstein one is good, and I remember looking at the first time and not realizing that he had the beard underneath the beak, and he's basically just neckbeard Einstein. But it's so fun. If you haven't noticed, you should totally go look at it. Cause
I never
hilarious.
noticed it until like people started talking about that it was it was supposed to be above. Then I was like, oh yeah, I guess
Right?
the beak would technically be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a great question. How does Ivania like being at the top of the charts with all your planter assets? How's it been chonking out planter assets every day?
I feel so guilty when I just like release so many that it just like steals the whole front page. It's like, but there's so many other cool creators.
But do you really feel guilty though?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I keep considering if I should just bunch it all up in like one release so I don't spam. But I mean, the planters were never supposed to be so many. It was just supposed to be a few, and then like most things I make as assets, it just took on a life of its own and grew into a much larger project.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when you made like just the network, and then like the day after when you posted the next thing, it's like, oh. And I also made this. And this one. I had to make this one. Oh, it's so good. It's good.
Yeah, and then I was just like, okay, now I'm done. And then just the week was going, and I was looking at screenshots, and I was like, so screenshots like, that's a brilliant idea for planters. I have to go make those now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, speaking of favorite things, what's been, again, very contentious question. What's your favorite DLC?
That has to be Industries. Yeah. It tied into a lot of the assets I was making, so I was like so excited for that. And I was in the beta at the time, so I was the moment we got access to it, I was like, yes, I'll play with this. And it was, I think 50% of the buildings were still like white boxes. I was like, I don't care, I will explore this. We're not done yet. I don't know, I love it anyway. Give it to me. So yeah, no, I was really excited we were getting warehouses, because I'd made a lot of those, and they were just like decorative things. So I was really excited for them to have like a proper function and see what the DLC like expanded on.
I mean, it ended up looking really good, and I think that was also the first time that I had early access. So, like, it felt so special, I guess. But I think mine would be Snowfall, because I can't get enough of trams. They're my favorite, and I love them. I love
trams
them so
are awesome.
Much. I love them so much.
I love the snow. Like, every December, I have to build on a snow city, because that is, like, my Christmas tradition now, to get in, like, the season mood.
Yes. It does. If I ever have like a phase, because I usually play like highly modded and play a map for like years, but if I ever have like my vanilla phase where I'm like, no mods, I'm fresh and I'm clean and I'm super fancy today, then like playing on a winter map is so refreshing. It's just a completely different game almost. It's super fun. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, we've talked about like coming back to City Skylines a lot. And never being able to like put it down and go do something else, play a different game. But is there anything like as an asset creator specifically that's like, I want to make assets for cities specifically?
Well, I mean, it wasn't really something I'd done before City Skylines. I'd done like a tiny little bit of something for Zoo Tycoon, but not to this scale at all. So it was something that I actually learned for City Skylines, because I wanted more industry buildings in my city, and nobody else was making them, and I got tired of waiting. So I was like, I started looking into it, because there were so many like guides, and like the community around asset creation and modding was so helpful.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe I can actually do this myself. Maybe I don't need to wait for somebody. So I just, and then I was like, started with something very small, and I was like, okay, I think I can figure out how I'm gonna make that and put it in the game, and that went well. So I just continued with that, and now I'm in this cycle where I play the game, and then there's something that I'm like, this would fit really great here, which is what happened with the planters, and then I go make it, and then I go back in the game, place it where I want it in my city, and then get an idea for a new asset, and then the cycle just keeps. It's a very slow city building process.
Oh, I want this perfect factory building. Shit, gotta make it. All right. Oh yeah. What's been the most exciting addition when it comes to like being able to asset create? I think from like as a base game, you can add like virtually anything when you make modding happen. But like as a base tool, what's been the coolest addition?
That has been the road asset editor, no doubt, because that just opened up the ability to do networks.
Yes.
And like you can do so many things with not just roads, but just fences and keys. I've delved into those, and there's just so many things that you can like fiddle around with. Like we have, the theme, or the surface networks that are basically copy a surface style in there that you can then place as a network. Like there's so many like different little tricks that you can do with those.
For sure. I mean, it's just made the workshop explode with roads. It used to be very difficult to make them, but now you can make any road you want, and that area of the game, when it comes to like especially modding, it's just huge. Is there anything that the community has latched onto that has surprised you? I think for me it's probably just making weird citizens. There's so many just weird ones. We don't have to talk about which ones, chat. But that's weird. And yeah. Keep on keeping on, I guess.
I mean, I've been lurking the workshop for a very long time, so I'm not sure that there's much that like seems strange to me anymore.
That's true. There's so much, yeah.
I think the thing that surprised me the most was what was that? Do you remember the map that like came in an official update that like had the update or upload to workshop button, so everyone was like uploading the map that was in the base game? That did not make sense to me. I mean, I guess it was for like because you could, and because you get an achievement when you post something on the workshop. But it was just like, but we all have it. Like, why?
It was really good to be able to have admin tools and see all of the hidden things uploaded to the workshop that day. It was like 50 pages of in a day.
I remember.
Oh, chaos. It was chaos. All right, let's see. What else do I have on my list? Do you have any questions? It's fine if you don't. It's fine.
Oh, I had something a moment ago, but now it's gone.
I have a pen for just this reason, because I know my brain is pea size and I will forget it.
I mean, I also have tons of pens, but
hey, well, if you think of it again, you know.
Yeah.
It was probably a great question, so we'll get back to it. This one's I'm gonna get philosophical for a question for a second here. What does City Skylines mean to you? What does it mean?
Ooh, I mean, it means a lot because City Skylines has, it's not just been a game for me. It's also changed my life. Like when I started playing City Skylines, I had quite severe anxiety, and I was unemployed, and I didn't really know where my life was headed or anything. So it started out as just sort of a like positive relief for that, and just sort of like a distraction and something I could enjoy. And then becoming part of the community became like a positive thing for me, and I got to be creative through asset creation, which I hadn't done in years. So that was like a nice positive thing in my life. And then like the DLC meant that I left unemployment behind, and now I work full-time for the developer, which is, like the dream job I didn't know I wanted 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So it's really been like super amazing for me. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of being community manager at Colossal Order, what is it you do? What is your job? Explain it.
I mean, my job is to connect the community and the developers and make sure that the community knows like what the developers are thinking and get the information that the developers want them to get, and make sure that the community's wishes and ideas and thoughts and feedback doesn't get lost and makes its way all the way to the developers.
Yeah.
So like I keep our like internal wish list, and I do all the sort of like Q&A posts from our side and patch notes and those sort of like dev diaries for airports. Is like the sorts of things that I do to keep everyone connected.
Yeah, and it's good to be connected.
Yeah,
good to have that collaboration, you know.
Yeah, and it's always been something that's been at the heart of Colossal Order, but as they've grown, like the amount of time that the developers have had for like interacting with the community has been less. So I'm really like super happy to be able to like bridge that gap again, so that like all those ideas, because a lot of the DLCs that we've had have been based on player ideas, and like I like being part of continuing like that legacy. Yeah.
I mean, speaking of legacy, how about we try some future projects? Thanks for joining me for the first segment. You'll be back after we do all of this future stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for joining. I didn't get through all of my questions because chat had a lot. So we'll get back to that, I guess.
Yep.
But I'm gonna just me and chat. Hi, chat. Okay, never mind. I put it away. Let's go to our VR segment. We're gonna watch a cool video, and then we'll be right back.
Welcome to the best City Skylines creations of 2021. I'm your host Titus Minnow, and I'll be taking you through a collection of some of the very best creations the City Skylines community has developed. As the dust has settled on 2021, Paradox Interactive have asked me to collaborate in this now annual tradition. This list is in no particular order, so please comment down below on which one you like the most, as well as other builds that you feel people should be aware of. Korean creator Studio Kavi created Mujin in the images of port cities from South Korea, such as Incheon. Korea is a unique setting within City Skylines that is not often explored. Studio Kavi has pulled off the city with such amazing accuracy that shows a ton of love and passion have been poured into the build. City Wall, Skibbith, and the Templin Institute combined to make an absolute dream team on the Invicta build. While not much has been seen so far, what we have seen from this sci-fi build is just jaw-dropping. Telling the story of a struggling alien colony that rises to become a dominant power among the stars, there is so much to see within this build. Sometimes, it's amazing to see a realistic city that feels like home. But the beauty of City Skylines is that you can build literally anything. Target has done just that and built the fictional city of Atlantis as an epic island with an incredible design. City Planner Plays was recently featured on Red Bull Metropolis as the resident City Skylines expert, and he certainly shows off his expertise in Clearwater County. An evolving city that follows seasonal progression, City Planner Plays has done something I've never seen within a city before, and built something that is adaptable and forever changing as the world around it changes. Sardis has built a reputation as one of the very best vanilla city creators within the scene, and Middleshire is a testament to that. A highly detailed British city built in the base game that shows off just what can be accomplished with a lot of skill. One of my absolute favourite City Skylines creation themes has to be winter cities, and it's not something that is tackled often. Overcharged Egg set Noveria within the dead of winter and decided to give himself an extra challenge by doing the build fully vanilla. Design Candy's Cranberry County is just beautiful. The deep reds and browns of this American autumnal creation is just a delight to see. The level of detail is staggering, and I am especially impressed by the town's university. Yellow Hill is not just a great creation visually, but it's unique and experimental in a way that is absolutely necessary within the City Skylines community. A collaborative project between Skibbeth and his viewers, he has allowed viewers to take part in the design and structure of the city by creating fictional investment companies to buy into the town. It's a new way of doing things and has been interesting to see pan out. Thai creator Palmstime has never been featured on this list before, but is such a talented creator that they absolutely deserve to be. Taking references from their own nation and experiences, and blending them with Japanese influence, has given Maya a unique but still distinctly Asian feel. The city is epic and sprawling, with a ton of detail to be discovered in every inch. The most recent feature is a detailed international airport that can be useful for a lot of newer builders to get inspiration from when playing the latest DLC.
For a way to get to you. I'm a believer, but you need to be one too.
Cabrillo, from frequent member of this list, Prez, is an astounding creation that takes us through a fictional Northern Californian city. It's very clear that San Francisco was used as the inspiration for Cabrillo. Prez has utilised the Campus Life DLC and the Airport DLC to create a fantastic city airport and several wonderfully detailed universities. If you want to get inspiration on how to use them in your city, this is one to watch. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more City Skylines content. I've been your host Titus Minnow. There's a link to my channel down below for similar content, and I hope to see you again. Until next time.
We're meant to be. My love is yours to keep.
This is the mayor speaking.
Welcome back. All right, now I'm joined with by a new guest. Introduce yourself.
Yes, hi, I'm Erik Odeldal. I'm the creative director at Fast Travel Games here in Stockholm, just down the street.
Yeah. And Fast Travel has made
Cities VR.
this thing.
Yeah.
This.
So we're working on Cities VR
Yeah.
right now,
Yep.
and well, a VR adaptation.
Yes.
Of cities.
A different game.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Why cities?
Well, first of all, it's a very very good game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
To base, and we thought it would make a great experience for VR as
Yeah.
well. We've worked with Paradox before. We did Wraith the Oblivion, a horror VR title based in the world of darkness, etc. So we have we know a lot of people here, and I think we just started talking.
Yeah. I think I've always said, like, for years, like I've only played this game basically for years. I mean, that's my game. City Skylines is my game. And the one thing that I would like is just to be able to get down like on my knees and just like look at all the buildings from a different angle.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
You're definitely going to see that in VR, though. Yeah.
yeah. But what are you most excited about seeing in
So,
the game?
To me, I mean, it was like intellectually, when we started, it was like, of course, it's going to be a really cool thing to be in your city and to see it so up close. But when we got that first version running, and that's still the thing that makes it fun for me. You know, every day when I play test our game, it's like, you know, getting close, seeing the people move around, mill around in the streets. You know.
Do they look as much like ants as they?
Yes.
As I feel like they would. Yeah.
They do, especially if you speed up time.
Oh,
yeah, of course. Like, but it is fun. It's fun in a way that I feel it really works well in VR.
I'm so every question I ask, I'm just more excited. Yeah, I mean, you've already told us a little bit about City Skylines VR? Is there anything else that you left out? I have it on my
Yeah.
question.
I mean, it is an adaptation. It's definitely you shouldn't pick up Cities VR and expect it to be a full-blown port of Cities Skylines. VR is a different medium. It's a medium that is very we basically need to stay on frame rate 100% of the time. The simulation in Skylines is amazing and also pretty heavy. So we've had to basically find what we feel is a good mix between the visual fidelity, the simulation, etc. The simulation is the same. We're still running it. It's just that you won't be able to build these giant megalopolis cities in our version.
Oh yes. All right. Yeah. I mean, the game map is also much smaller.
Yes, exactly. So in Cities VR, you play on one tile, which is roughly, I think, 2 by 2 kilometers. Something like that. Yeah.
A little bit more, I think. But yeah. I mean, when you see it in VR, it will feel much grander.
Yes, it feels much bigger. It definitely does. But it does also change how you, as an old Skylines player, it's definitely going to change how you build a city, because there are some things and some problems you run into that won't really be a problem in a city of a smaller size.
Yeah, I think it would also, if you had like too big of a map, moving from one side to the other would feel like a chore.
Yeah, exactly. We do have, actually, even for this tile, we do have a teleportation moves that lets you move really quickly between different parts of the map. Yeah.
Good. I don't want to walk anywhere.
No.
What was the most important aspect to get right with making this version?
So I think we wanted to keep what makes cities unique, and that is the simulation, and that is that it's a very deep game.
Yeah.
It's a game that gives a lot of freedom to players, and it's a game that allows players to make mistakes and learn from them. I mean, I'd argue that a big part of the cities experience is making mistakes and saying, I'm not going to do this again, right? Yeah. Or I can do this better. So that was very important for us to keep.
The learning replayability.
Yes, exactly, yeah. This, I'd hesitate a lot to call Cities VR a casual experience. Yeah. And it's but for long-time Skylines players, it's definitely going to be a more casual experience.
Yes.
But I think for people that haven't played city builders or cities before, which a large part of the VR community won't have. Yeah. It's going to be not casual, but actually it will give them a lot of depth, etc.
So while the simulation is similar, the learning curve might be a little harder to do it if you play it in VR.
I think we've basically we have spent quite a lot of time on a tutorial, and basically because it's another thing in VR. It's very hard to look at YouTube while you're playing here. So so we've worked a lot with that, trying to introduce new players to the concepts, etc. But also worked a lot on basically mapping the majority of the tools that cities players have onto these controllers.
I saw a sneak peek, and I think I haven't VR'd a lot, and it looks kind of
I think it works. It's and it basically has you have all the you have them at your fingertips, literally, and it's so it gives you access to the stuff you need to build cool stuff.
Yeah. Is that? I mean, the new UI obviously is a difference from the PC version, but is there anything else that is different between the two versions?
Well, it's definitely the experience. Because this is the tricky thing with VR. It's so hard to explain what you have to experience, and we show trailers, right? But they're 2D flat trailers, but the experience of being in a world, in a city, is something that really doesn't translate to a 2D screen, and I think that's the new thing. Yeah,
we'll try our best when we actually get to the gameplay segment, obviously, but you're gonna have to try it for yourself. Yeah. Can you walk on the streets? Is there a first-person mode?
So there is no first-person mode. You can get really close. I'll show you when we
Yes.
play test.
I want you to lie down on the floor.
Yeah. You can actually get closer to the street by lying down because it's no, but you can get pretty close, but
Yeah.
there's no first-person walking mode or anything like
Yes.
that right now.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
I'm
Exactly.
wishful. It's me. I can't promise anything. Just me wishfully thinking.
Yeah.
How many maps will there be at launch?
So we will launch with 9 maps
Mm-hmm.
from northern, temperate, and tropical.
Yeah.
Trying to remember the name. Sorry, my mind blanked out now. Sorry.
No, I think
Yeah.
that's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9, but we do plan to support this game after launch as well.
Is it maps that we've seen, or are they new maps?
They're all new maps.
Ooh, that's exciting. Does City Skylines VR support more modding?
No, it doesn't, and mainly because the Quest 2 doesn't support modding, right? And also it would be super interesting to do something like that. The frame rate is super important. It's very easy to build stuff.
Yeah.
We basically really need to control the contents. So
Yes.
In VR, you need to stay on a stable frame rate, otherwise you won't feel very good playing.
Yeah, getting seasick in a
Yeah,
VR headset is
yeah.
not very
No.
nice. Right now it's only on the Oculus.
Yes.
Will it be coming to other VR headsets in the future?
So we'll be talking about that in the future.
Oh, okay.
But have nothing to say at this moment, though. So it's exclusively on Quest 2.
Yep. More future stuff. Oh my gosh, so much still to come. Are you planning any content post-launch?
We are, and I mean we're planning to support this game after launch for a long time, and as long as people want us to. I mean, we really like the game. There's so much we want to do.
Yes.
And there's there's a long 7-year roughly, right?
Yeah.
History.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but there's also stuff that we feel that we could do that are very VR specific as well.
Yeah.
So we're talking basically the team is talking a lot about what to do and when to do it, but also when the game is released, we want to hear what players think and what,
That's my last question. But before we get to it, chat, if you have any questions, just do an @Paradox Interactive and throw it into chat. And I'll try my best to catch the best ones, okay? I can't, no promises, but throw them out there if you have any questions about the VR version of the game. And then I ask my last question so that you guys have some time to think about it, you know? What do you think the community will be the most excited about? As like a community member yourself, as a player.
Yeah, I think once you try it and basically see that this is a different experience, it lets me play the game in a different way.
Yes.
I think that's it, but I also hope that we can welcome a lot of new players into the community. I think that's a big, there's a lot of cities out there, right? And I think this is a great introduction as well.
Yes.
To more stuff.
To more stuff. Okay, we have a question from Nax. How often will we see Chirpy? Does Chirpy make an appearance in the City Skylines VR version?
So Chirpy will not make an appearance in the initial release. But
it is Chirpy less.
It is Chirpy
you heard it here
less
first.
But that's certainly one thing we'd like to look at.
Yeah, maybe in VR there can be virtual Chirpy hats.
There's tons of stuff we can do. One thing in VR, we have tried to keep UIs non-intrusive, basically, because there is a lot of 2D there's a lot of information to present in a cities game, and we've basically made it so that every time you see a UI, a 2D UI, it's something you asked for. And Chirpy sometimes
Pops up.
pops up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so we actually chose not to focus on that initially, but we have talked a lot about Chirpy.
He's the most important character.
Yeah.
Out of all of the characters.
Yeah.
All right, we have another question from Dova Siode. Names are hard, chat. Can we no-clip through buildings in VR?
I think you will actually collide with the buildings.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you
So
shouldn't.
there's no peeking in. You'll just be bumped out.
We'll see if I can try.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun. That's fun. If no mods, can we move things after placing them? So asks Erador. Or is it just if it's a growable, you have to regrow it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and if you place how you can bulldoze it and
Yeah,
and
it's the base game.
the
features.
base game
Yeah.
features. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna need about 10 seconds to set up the VR gameplay, but we will be right back.
Okay. I'm in VR. And I actually think so. And yes, you can see me moving around in VR now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, you can.
So this is one of the maps, and this is an in development build. Just want to make that clear as well. So this is something we're still working on. But here you see me with my 2 hands and 2 controllers. That lets me see some stuff about this city and allows me, speed up time, pause time, all that stuff that you used to seeing. And I have my UI here that lets me access the stuff that I can build. And I can go back and build different stuff. And yeah, zoning, different utilities, electricity, water, sewage, electricity, and and I haven't unlocked garbage handling yet. But let me just start by, so what you basically do is you, it gives you kind of a painterly way of doing stuff, I guess. I hope you can hear what I'm doing here as well.
Yeah.
And I'm doing something really rough here just to let you see how I'm building my city here.
This is
not
so cool.
and not in straight angles. I'm sorry. You can go much closer as well. All the way down here then. So let me see if I can zone some stuff and maybe build some. Let's start with water pumping station, and people will probably tell me don't build them like this. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
If they die, they die.
Yeah. So let's just super quickly so you can see what I'm doing. We've got that. Let me build some electricity, some of wind turbine here maybe, and then let's see if I can zone some. So I can put my zones using this tool, and I can put my industrial zones where I want them, and let me just put a low density commercial zone here as well. So it's very similar in a way how you would do it.
Yeah.
That's just way too much. And you
That's
you
a
can
lot
s-
of
yeah,
I
and you
was
can
gonna
see
say it, but
yeah,
I
and
don't
you
want to interrupt.
and you can see your demand here, which is basically then 0 for. Let me speed up time so that stuff builds a bit, and go down, and you can see stuff getting built. So this is recognizable, I assume.
Yep. These buildings I've seen for 7 years.
Exactly, right. So so this is basically how close you get to things, and it is a really, really cool experience, basically seeing how things happen here. And yeah, that's not a nice view. So I hope someone can adapt that later. And there's the full there's a day-night cycle. So now we're gonna get stuff a bit dark in a while. And what else can I show you? Yeah, so we basically have your tools, etc. on this menu here.
Yeah.
You can look at your progress here and your milestones, and trying to present the stuff that you need for these. And there's the let me see here. You can look at your utilities, your electricity, availability, etc. So we try to make everything. All the information is there for cities players. So the simulation is fully running, and as you would expect it.
Yeah.
And what else can I show you? Yeah, we have of course the loans and everything. You will basically find the stuff that you expect here. Let me also see. You have an economy panel. That's the milestones again. What I wanted to show. What else did I want to show? Have we run into a bug here? Of course. Never mind. In development build.
Stuff happens.
Stuff happens. So
we're doing it live.
Yeah. And speaking of ants, there they are.
They look so cute.
Yeah. So there's definitely a lot here to recognize and to see, and basically giving you then this 2x2 square area. And there's the water simulation is running, of course, and stuff like that.
It does look much larger than it does like on PC, just one tile.
Yes, it is, and there's you can see the border here.
Yeah.
It's marked here as well. And the thing is, it gives you a lot of fun, and there's a lot of fun. I think we've created some fun, cool maps, really, really looking forward to people trying stuff out here.
Yeah.
In this. And of course,
Yeah. The chat has asked the reason. I mean, I can answer this. The reason why it's square is because that's how VR gets displayed on a 2D sort of.
Oh yes,
stream.
sorry. Yeah, that's how. That's how the casting works.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't see a square here. I see a full 360 view.
Yeah.
And I bumped into a table there. That's the dangers of VR. But basically, so for me, I'm in here.
Yeah.
The way it's square, that's just how it's cast from an Oculus 2, Quest 2.
Yeah. It's not a square when you play.
No, definitely not.
And then I also had a question. Is there any public transit? There has to be. There public buses?
There's buses, and metro will arrive as well.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. So basically a lot of the tools in City Skylines are here.
Yeah.
So it is. We are running the full simulation. There are a couple of things we've chosen not to include, mainly because some things take up so much real estate
Yes.
that it would not give you enough room for the other things.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of balancing, and there's balancing still going on. I just want to say as well.
Still in development.
Yeah.
But my God, I want to play it. Ah.
It is fun, and it's one of those. Yeah, of course, there's no demand for my. Yeah, that's what happens. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to hearing what the Skylines community thinks of the game. It's a very different experience, and I think it works really great living side by side to Skylines.
Yeah. Please play more. I want to see more.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if we can, also leave a build here.
Yeah.
And yeah. I made a bridge. It's all of it here is of course buildable, like you would expect. Cool. I'm not really sure where to go now, except just I tend to get stuck in these things and just keep building.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing. And yeah.
Oh, where can you see demand?
Demand this, and I'd like this.
Oh, yeah, there
this
it is.
UI is actually being reworked, but the idea is that we show demand here. So
Always easily accessible.
yeah, exactly, and that's kind of thing. There's actually no UI at all unless I ask for it.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, an important thing in VR. Things can crowd you a bit if they show up without you asking for them.
Yeah.
So we've basically chosen this path. Basically, if you ask for information, you will find it and you will get it. So,
I think it's the way to go with VR.
Yeah.
So that you're fully immersed. Oh, look at the ants. Can I stomp them?
You can't, but oh, there's a dog. And they're going. Yeah. So yeah. You cannot stomp the ants. I don't think we'd want that.
Well.
Yeah. I built too many commercial zones. It's the stress of being on live stream. Sorry.
Understandable.
Yeah. Cool. Should I maybe jump out of the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see what I do then. I'll just do this. Hang on. So I can
There
see
it
you again.
is.
Hi.
Eyes. There's eyes.
There we go.
That was so cool.
Hi. Thank you.
That was so cool.
And like I said, you really have to try it to experience it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the consensus of the chat was excitement and hype. So
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think
Good.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. Yeah. We didn't see any super questions. Mostly just oohs and ahs in the chat.
That's good. It's going to be out soon. We haven't revealed the exact date yet, but soon.
Soon TM. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for showing us.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
All right. We will be back with some Stadia play in a second. But we'll go quickly on break. Thank you so much for being here. Goodbye.
Bye.
Take me to the sunshine, to the sunshine. Take me to the sunshine.
Hello, hello. It is just me now. Hopefully that's fine. One of the major things that we wanted to show you guys now that we're going to play on the. I can't. This is a Stadia controller. Now that we're playing on Stadia, not just that you can play on so many more platforms than you could before. You can finally play City Skylines on your phone, which is so requested. So if you finally will be able to play on your phone, and you've been asking for it for years, there you go. There it is. But yeah, we wanted to show you how fast it is to boot. So I'm gonna click the little play button, and it's just gonna boot, just like that. We're not gonna go super in depth to it because it's gonna look a lot like what you've seen in the past. It is very, very similar to the console version. It is also made in collab with Tantalus, so it's going to be relatively recognizable to I would say most of you. So we're just gonna boot up a game, and I'm just gonna play it. Oh, left-hand traffic? No. You can get DLCs. We don't have any on this one, just for honestly, purity. Let's unlock all. And I don't want rain, but we're just gonna play this for a couple minutes, just so that you get the general gist of what's with the Stadia version. City Skylines on a smart fridge. That is the next level. Hey, I mean, honestly, if you could open, like, a browser window on your smart fridge, unironically, you could play the Stadia version on your fridge. So that's fun. So yeah, I mean, you'll recognize it. It'll look like this. Very, you know, welcome to our weekly streams where we play the console version. But this is the Stadia version. So let's get into it. Same tutorials. I'm just gonna This controller feels a little different from the one that I'm used to, but this is gonna be fine. See, now I can play City Skylines on in my bathroom. Not that I've ever not been. I can finally play City Skylines just continuously forever, right? That's what we want, right, chat? That's what we want. Does the Stadia controller come with a lightning connector? It's USB-C. It's USB-C. But yeah, it has all the features you should expect. Maddie taking the subway to work misses her stop, ends up in Norrland. Shh. Don't bring weirdness into this. We're just playing Stadia. And also, happy anniversary, chat. Happy anniversary. Can we get like a bunch of just cheer in the chat? Let's get some positive vibes. Let's get positive vibes. Please and thank you. Happy Cityversary. God dang correct. God dang right. Alright. Okay, thank you. Ooh. Let's do the whole thing as commercial, just so that we continue Fast Travel's antics. Oh, it looks good. This is really good, actually. Sometimes I surprise myself by how good I am at this game. Okay, let's not actually do the whole thing. Come on, let's not do the whole thing. Let's make it a little faster. Is any? Oh wait, we have to plop these things first. The utilities. We need a little bit of power for them to even wake up. Oh, they're going. They're going. They're doing stuff. Oh, and water. We gotta put a pooper sucker. No, a water sucker. What's the direction for the water like right now? Oh, obviously this. So place this upstream. Place the poop chute downstream. Beepity boopity. I'm just gonna connect these up, and then we're gonna go back to Sam, cause she's just chilling, and we want to have her back. But yeah, I mean, if you've seen it, oh, wrong button. That's the button. That's on me. But yeah, that's the Stadia version. I hope that makes sense. I hope I played it in a way where it showed it off. Alright, cool. Let's go back to Sam. Why are you looking at me like that? Ah, the control room is messing with me, chat. Ah, there she is. Hello. Oh. Yeah, they really gave you no warning before putting you on stream. You could have been like cuddling your cat or something.
He was actually like very, very well behaved and came in during the VR segment, got his cuddles, and has now left again.
I really wanted cat cuddles though. Can you bring him back?
He is currently asleep in the window, so I don't think he will start eating me instead. But he was like looking at you on the screen and was like stretching his paws for you.
Yeah.
Like, come pet me. So yeah.
Okay,
He was watching.
Did you watch the stream? Did you?
Yeah,
watch
I did.
It? As you know, you haven't really touched the VR product at all. What are your thoughts as a player, as a fan, as a creator? Like, what are your thoughts?
It looks very interesting. I've never like tried any like VR at all. I also have like terrible like dizziness and that, so I'm not sure I want to try. But it looks like a very interesting way to like play the game. For sure.
Yeah. I'm beyond hyped. They made fun of me before. Apparently I was my mouth agape the whole time, and I didn't notice. Oh gosh, yes. Back to actual Cities talk. PC original version, the only one that's 7 years old today.
Yep. The oldest one.
Oh, gee. Has it actually been 7 years? It feels like. Oh,
Yep.
I feel like I'm gonna say that like a billion times today, but it's so true. It's so true.
I mean, I feel like we just had the 6-year anniversary, but yeah, that was a whole year ago now, I guess.
If I were to guess it, I would have guessed like 5, maybe. That 5 feels high to me. 7 years ago, I was 14 years younger. I still lived at home, like I've moved twice since Cities came out. Like it's
Oh wow.
so
And
many
that's
things
not-
have happened.
That's not even like a crazy amount of moves in
Yeah.
7 years. It's like just normal adult stuff.
It doesn't. It feels like so. Like I graduated high school. Like I've gotten a real person job, an adult job. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, and I mean, Cities made me get a job because I played it too much. I played it too much, and I'll be the first person to admit it. But it got me noticed in a way that I wouldn't have before, like otherwise. And I became the community ambassador for City Skylines, and I started working like for the game that was my was my every breath. And it's carried me so far. But it feels weird. It feels weird.
Definitely. I mean, it's sort of just like anyone that's come with the whole like, you think maybe you should do something more productive with your time than play this game. It's like, what? It landed me a job.
I think my mom was skeptical in the beginning, but I think she's come around to it at this point. Like, I think she's finally like, yeah, right, whatever. Play it for days and days on end. Chat, if you have any more questions, throw them out there. But I think, do you have your giant list open?
Yeah, I have it.
Have you looked? Yeah. Have you found any good
sort of
ones?
interesting facts? Because when I went through it, I was looking at. There was a lot of this I had forgotten wasn't in the game from the start. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
the typical one that comes up, which was one of the first updates, was like the one-way road. You couldn't flip the direction.
Yes.
Like when
Yeah.
the game first came out. That was also one of the first mods to the game until
I remember that.
Yeah. And
We did,
tunnels?
yeah, and day and night cycles.
Yeah. That one came in like after dark, of course,
Yeah.
at the same time. But yeah, that, I mean, I barely remember what it was like not having like the day-night cycle or tunnels or some
Yeah.
of those like early things.
I mean, it's a pretty recent addition, but there were mods before, but it was a pretty recent addition to have visual road arrows on one-directional networks,
Yeah.
which now feels like, how have I ever lived without this? Like, I remember having to like look at what side of the road the street light was on, because that was the most visual indicator of what direction it was. Which
Yep.
is
Or find like an intersection where you had like the turn lanes and that.
when you build like a giant highway across a map and you had to find that one segment that you'd accidentally flipped by just zooming past it and right clicking on accident. My god, it was terrible. So glad we've fixed it.
I had also like the UI like for public transport that didn't used to have like all the details we have now.
Yeah.
That was also like one of the early additions, and I dug up like a screenshot because I could not remember what it looked like before. But I mean, I think it's before After Dark or no, it came out with After Dark, that
Yeah.
update. So like it makes sense. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I can't imagine the game without bikes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you don't have After Dark, you don't have bikes.
Yeah, but no, I've had the game. I've had After Dark since late 2015. So
Yeah.
for me, that whole year at this point is just and it feels like I've had it forever, but
Yeah.
oh, that's weird. All right. How about we do like a quick? It's not gonna. You're not. There's no prizes, chat. There's honor, and there is just me praising you, I guess. You can win one tiny little microphone. Poof. Nope. I'm not sending that out. It's got Jimmy grossness. Don't put it on your nose. My God. You're not gonna win anything. Physical. Just the honor. I think I want to have Avanya throw out a thing, and then I want chat to like tell me like what DLC. Like it could be a part of the free update, obviously, but what DLC came out at that time? What DLC did it come out with? What update? And I will try to take a peek to see who answers it first. All right.
Are you also gonna try and answer it correctly?
I feel like because I'm like 7 seconds ahead of everybody, I could steal it every time because of like the stream
True.
delay. So
True.
I'm gonna stay out of this. I'll think it in my brain, but I won't say it out loud.
That sounds fair.
Yeah. All right. What do you have? What do you have?
Okay, so we'll start with one that maybe you can guess from context.
Yeah.
When did we add the electrical cars for citizens?
Ooh. All right. That's a good one. People are already writing DLCs before even hearing the questions. The delay hasn't happened yet, chat. All right. Okay, this was fast. Simon Ole said green city. I mean, he said no, green life. That's wrong. That's not the DLC. Do we take him on the technicality?
I mean,
Would
we
you
know what DLC he's talking about, right?
Yes,
It's not
but-
industries he's
But
suggesting.
other than that, I mean, Cuboid's the next person in the queue. Is it close enough? Though? I'll let you
mean,
be
you're-
the judge.
I'll be the judge. Okay.
Mhm, you
Well,
get to
I'll accept it then.
Okay, good job. Simon, all right, well done. All right, let's do the next one.
Okay, so what about toll booths? When did they get added to the game?
Ooh, that's a good one. Toll booths. I'm looking at both chats. Mass transit! It's Simon again? What is your minimum delay? What cheats do you have?
But that's not correct.
Wait, what?
No, it's industries.
Oh, wait! They hadn't said it yet! You should have... No, wait, we have an industries here. We have, Sudinosh said industries. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I feel stupid. Oh no!
Ooh, it's gonna and these are like some of the recent or easier ones. I can dig way deeper into the old stuff.
I got it wrong. Let's stay on. No, let's actually. Yeah, we can go harder. Yeah. You're right. It was industries. I should have known this. Oh no! See, it's not easy.
Nope, it's not.
Avanya does not mess around. Chooses only the hardest ones. All right.
All right. So what about the scenario editor? When did that get added? I'll give you a little hint. It came with the first scenarios too.
That was not in there in the beginning.
Nope.
Shit. Oh no. Okay. I mean, are you looking at chat? Because I don't know what the answer is at this point.
I have my list on top of chat, which is
Okay,
probably
no, I think-
terrible.
Is in natural disasters?
It is correct that.
Okay. I want 36. It's a tie, I think, between Christoph on Twitch chat and Odin in YouTube chat. I think it's a tie. I think they like popped up right at the same time. So
Yeah,
I'll
well
give
done.
both of you the W on that one. That one was hard.
Yep.
That also is another thing that just feels like it's always been in the game.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, let's see. What else do we have?
I mean, it's a very long list.
So we added some new healthcare options, child healthcare and elder care when did that get added to the game?
Oh, that's a good one too. That's like, I think that's one of the things that we've added that like snuck under, you know, the radar a little bit. Okay, yeah, Cuboid for sure was the fastest on that one. It was Sunset Harbor.
Yep, that is correct.
That's quite recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Well done, well done.
Yeah, and then still a little while ago, because it's, what, over a year ago that we had Sunset Harbor come out.
I think it was a year ago,
Oh,
almost exactly from when we released Airports, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Or
so.
was it-
I think we
was it
like
two? Yeah.
I thought it would be funny if we released it like the exact same day, just like a year after. But I think we were really close. Well done, well done.
Let's see. Then I can pick in the evil one and new trees, because that's been like several times.
That's true. No, that's evil.
But we can,
you have to list
like,
every
new name.
DLC.
There are 3 DLCs where we added new trees alongside them. Can you name like any of them? Or more points the more you name.
Okay, yeah, the more I think you're this one's hard. It's 3, right? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
three-
I'm
three
gonna let
DLCs.
chat like cap out, and then I'll take a peek. I'll take a peek. I think everybody knows Airports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's the easier one.
Yeah. Alright. Are the other ones green cities and park life?
Park Life is correct. Green
not
Cities
Green
is not the
Cities.
3rd one. No.
Okay.
Park Life is the first one where we added more trees.
Ooh. Okay. That narrows it down. A little bit more. So it is park life, airports, and what's the 3rd one? Chat. Do we count CCPs?
No.
No CCP counting here. No content creator packs.
I'm not sure any of the content creator packs added trees either.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see Snowfall, which is technically correct.
Wait, there's 4?
But not on my list. Because
technicalities.
technically the trees with snow on them are separate from the unsnow ones, so they are technically new trees. Yeah.
That's Okay. Is it Pearls of the East?
Nope. That one has.
Did it come? Did it add
Yeah,
a
it came
cherry
with a
tree?
bamboo. Yeah, but yeah, true. So there's actually more than are on my list.
Your list
My
is
list is
incomplete. I mean, this is what we call community collaboration. You know, this is
Calling out like all the things that I have missed.
yeah, for sure.
We have had the correct answer in chat, on Twitch at least.
What was the correct answer? I think you're
It
gonna.
is industries.
Industries. What trees came with industries?
It had the Caucasian pine, the year, the sugar maple, and the Chinese
Right.
windmill palm.
Right. My goodness. Oh, the things that you forget. It's been 7 years after all. All right. Do we want to do 1 or 2 more? How about depending on like the hardness, the difficultness of the level that you find?
Oh, I mean, the difficult thing is here that my list is not sorted by when they came out, so I am also like remembering what is on here.
There's so many things, chat.
Oh yes, this one's a good one.
Ooh.
Weather. When did the weather get added?
Oh yeah.
We didn't have rain. We didn't have rain from the start.
Rain. Oh, that was fun. It was so fun to not have rain, honestly. Do I always turn the weather off? Yes.
But it's so. I love the like the moodiness of it. Like it changes the whole mood of it. Everything gets gray and
Yeah,
it looks so pretty when you're like zoomed in really, and you can see like the rain on the road.
that is true. All right, settle this for me. Is it snowfall?
That is correct.
Yes! Oh, yes! Okay, I was right. I'm so big brain. All right, so I think in Twitch chat, the first person that said snowfall was Cuboid, and the first person that said snowfall on YouTube, it is Salty. Nope. Well, Sudi Nosh again. Come on. You guys gotta let these people that have already gotten their W's. You gotta take them away. You gotta steal these. All right. I think let's do one more, and then we're gonna have to round up this beautiful anniversary stream.
See. So, what is a good one? That one's too easy.
Yeah.
And that one I think was like a patch in between. So let's go with when did the yellow school bus model get added?
Ooh, all right.
And also the option to select it.
Yeah, true. Changes in the menu. Campus. Yep. That was quick.
Yep.
Who was
that was a good
fast?
one.
It's Simon again. And F Block Layman on YouTube. Well done.
Well done. Yeah.
That was the dubs. We should do this again. This was fun.
Yeah. Then I will update my list to like have all the patches.
Maybe we should go through it beforehand.
We can get really creative and be like, what middle patch did this come in?
Ooh, what date? Oh, I have a question. That everybody should know. How many DLCs, not counting CCPs, has there been? I know this.
I don't even know the answer to this one.
I know this. How many? Give me a number. I want to see the number in chat right now. 10. 10 is wrong. 11 is wrong. 15 is wrong. 14! Because it's in the patch number. Because it's in the patch.
Yeah, true. I should really know that. No, but that would be third. No, it was 1.0, yeah, the first one.
Yeah, it's 14 DLCs.
And that would be counting the free ones? Oh, do they count? I can't remember.
The free? Oh, yeah, no, I counted like
do we
major
count
DLCs.
Match Day as a separate one?
I counted just major DLCs.
Yeah,
major patches.
That's what the version numbers count.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm done. Paid ones are 10. Shh, chat. It's 14. All right. Don't question me. All right, chat. Thank you so much for joining us. This beautiful, beautiful anniversary stream. If I got the number wrong, I'm not sorry because this is all for shits and giggles. All right, there was no prize. Thank you so much for watching. Sam, you've been a dear. Thanks for joining me and being weird on stream for an hour and a half. Hope you guys liked all of the sneaky preview stuff of all the cool new things that we showed. And go read the patch notes and boot the game today to see the 7 balloons because you can only see those today. All right. Oh, there's actually 10. She lies to you. Whatever. Check out the balloons because today there'll be 7 and tomorrow there'll be 1. Cool. All right. Yeah. I guess we'll see you in the next anniversary stream next year. If you want to catch city streams on the reg, we're on this channel, on Twitch and on YouTube every Tuesday. So check that out. And yeah, thanks for watching.